First time during Governor Edwards' time in office, the state's legislative session gets underway without a fiscal crisis.
Sabrina Wilson breaks down the priorities for the governor and state lawmakers.
Ladies and gentlemen, the governor of the great state of Louisiana.
Governor John Bel Edwards and his wife enters the packed House chambers to address state representatives and state senators on the opening day of the regular legislative session. It's the first time since Edwards became governor that state government is not facing a fiscal crisis.
You won't hear me talk about a fiscal cliff today. Funding for higher education is stable. TOPS is fully funded, and health care services aren't on the chopping block.
Edwards wants state lawmakers to approve a pay raise for public school teachers, and he has support from both Democrats and Republicans.
And then we'll be talking about being able to give teachers a pay raise for the first time in a decade, $1,000 a teacher across the state, and also a $500 per support worker raise. That's a really big deal.
Teacher pay will probably go through without a lot of trouble, but a number of us are going to be fighting really hard to try to get some money as a down payment for early childhood, because frankly, teacher pay will do nothing for educational outcomes.
We know it doesn't go as far as it needs to go. I think it's a great step in the right direction.
The governor also wants to raise the state's minimum wage, but this time he wants voters to decide whether it happens.
Well, I support a constitutional amendment to provide for a state minimum wage of $9 per hour effective July 1st, 2020.
Unfortunately, that's going to take a 2/3 vote to get it there. There's some strong opposition from the Louisiana Association of Business and Industry.
Edwards also backs a bill to guarantee Louisiana residents who have pre-existing medical conditions won't be discriminated against by insurers, even if the Affordable Care Act is invalidated by the courts.
Pre-existing conditions, again, members will work towards doing that. He didn't really come out with anything that I found to be overly controversial. He's tried the minimum wage increase. That's never been successful in the past.
And bills have been filed just in case an agreement is reached with the New Orleans tourism industry on ways to help New Orleans pay for infrastructure upgrades.
First of all, one-time sources that can help to stabilize some of the huge needs of infrastructure, the Sewage and Water Board, and then additional recurring sources of revenue.
Well, New Orleans is doing a pretty good job trying to get money from everywhere they can, and I understand that. I was not very happy when they reduced the speed limit on the speed cameras after I worked out the agreement with former Mayor Landrieu.
Senator Danny Martini will try again on sports betting.
So all I'm trying to do is stop Mississippi and Arkansas and the Indian casinos from coming in here and cannibalizing our sports bettors and taking that money away from us.
I'm Sabrina Wilson, Fox 8 Local First.